Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the Pacific Northwest in Little Belfair, Washington, Hickville, USA, as I love to call it. So welcome to my channel, everybody. So this is May 12th, 2025 mail call video. You may not see it till the 13th. It depends on if it will load today or not. But this is the day after Mother's Day, and I have some wonderful things I would love to share with you. I have some cards from some of you that are just fabulous. Thank you all so much. And I have a few things that I want to share with you and a cute little story that my husband did for my birthday. He really doesn't do Mother's Day per se because it's like, he's like, you are not my mother, was his statement for always. So let's start with some of the cards that I have received. And I got several from some of the same people. So the first one I want to share with you is from Joanne. Now I have to tell her this one, you're going to laugh. This is really beautiful, and I don't know where you got this ephemera from, but I would love to know because this is really beautiful. But this one, actually, my husband got it and left it in the garage for a while because this was from recovery from my colonoscopy. So thank you. He finally brought it up to me, by the way, in a lovely letter. So thank you so very much. And look at this. This is, it has the shadow behind it. Feel better soon. I absolutely love that. I'd like to know where you got that from, please. So thank you. And then next, I have a beautiful card from Michelle. It says, have a beautiful day. And I don't know if you can see it, but there is a lot going on here, which I think is so fabulous. I know this piece is from the, are they called Harvest Dies? I'd have to get up. I don't want to. But I know this die because I have it because Phyllis gave it to me. But I absolutely love everything about it. The gold in there. A lot of work went into this card. So thank you very much, honey. Oh, it's starting to rain. I'm surprised. That means my hubby and daughter will be home soon. They went fishing today. It's her day off. And this is beautifully done. Guys, paper pumpkin, right? The add-on, look at this. Now, this is just stamped. This is monochromatic, meaning it's all in the same color tone. DSP layer here is the same DSP layer here. A layer of white in between these two, right? This is beautiful. I'm telling you, honey, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I think I want to show you. I love this because I kept this. This is from Joanne again. This is not the first one. It says to protect your card. Now I'm going to tell you, sweetheart, I've been keeping these and I'm reusing them. They're in my my little box where all my cards are. So if you see this, if you get a card from me and some of you see this, no, this is recycled from Joanne's cards that she's sending me, and send it on to somebody else. Reuse that because that is great. And it was to protect the rhinestones here. But look, and she stamped there. Perfect monochromatic card. I absolutely love this. So thank you. So there we go. And she stamped the envelope. Look, stamp. Great. Love it. And then this one is another one from Joanne. And let me just show you. All right. Look what she used. The stamp on the inside. Here it is. It's die cut, right? And look how beautiful that paper is. And a simple thank you. Beautiful. The little banner goes with the DSP, the little sequence. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful job. Thank you so much. Now, this was really creative. Susan sent this one to me. And so I opened it. I pulled it out of the envelope like this. And I thought, oh, that's really interesting, right? Well, guess what? She, instead of putting an extra piece, she just turned her card, and she sent me some stamps. Thank you. That was so sweet. She just turned her card inside out to protect it. And look how beautiful that is. Love the butterfly. Love the colors are just striking. Love this die cut. Perfect. But isn't that creative? What a great idea just to fold it like that, right? to protect the stuff on the outside. I've got to remember that. So I'm going to put that back in here. And then lovely Michelle sent me another one and instructions. So yes, I have instructions and a note. This is from Stamp Your Art Out from Rachel Tessman. And this is called the Lovely Garden Faker Shaker card. Look at that. So you better believe it. I have the instructions on how to do it, but I am going to be going up to Rachel Tessman's site tomorrow when I have my lunch, because that's when I do like to watch videos when I get a chance. And I actually have this. This is the Ever Eden dies here, right? Love the shaker bits. I am going to be watching this because look, when you open it up, I got to figure this out. You know, Michelle, I've got to figure that out. Absolutely fabulous. So the Faker Shaker card. Yes. Thank you for printing this out. You know, I have a printer here. It doesn't have ink because it just absorbs the ink too quick. So I go to the library to print out everything. And there are some websites that you can't print from. And it's trying for me because I am not tech savvy. But there are some things that you just can't print out. The library's computer just won't print out everything. So sometimes I don't even try. But this is going into my book, like my paper pumpkin book of instructions that I have been receiving. And I'll be keeping this. And so, honey, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then next, I got this wonderful, wonderful envelope in the mail with this lovely shade of pink. Now, I am wondering, what shade of pink is this? So, let's see. Is this... This is Magenta Madness. It's not Magenta Madness. It is not polished pink. So, is this that new strawberry color? And this, oh, by the way, this is from Kathy. And look, paper pumpkin right here. So here's a hello die, right? Look at the sparkle on that. Of course, that's glimmer paper. Little circle dies, right? This is part of that set of 3 daisies. This is the right-hand side. 3 little stones and these little tiny bees that she had is the same one who sent me the bees I used for my tray art for my living room. And look at that beautiful embossing folder, which she stamped the honeycomb and the bumble there. So thank you. So I think this is that strawberry color, which it's a lovely color. I'm thinking that's what that is. So let's take a peek. I'm thinking that's it, but let me find the inks. I haven't marked anything. Where's the new colors? Oh, come on now. Usually it's so easy to find. In colors. Is it Strawberry Slush? That's not really a good coloring, is it? I don't know what color. So Kathy, tell me, what color pink is this? I can look at the others. Oh, hold on. Thanks to Lori, I have the color wheel. Is it Melon Mambo? I don't know. I have a scrap piece of Melon Mambo. Let's just see. I have pictures on my tablet. It's not Flirty Flamingo. Hold on. Give me a second. Melon Mambo. I know I don't have hardly any. The envelope may be empty. She sent me Melon Mambo because she knew I was low. That's what it is. It's Melon Mambo. Yay. Thank you. Thank you. You can see I was down. I was down, but not out. Now I know I can put that right in there. Now I have some. Thank you. I was like, what color is that? Okay. So, thank you. I was wondering. So, I'm going to set all of these in here because I want to hang them in my room. So, I'm going to stick them all in here for the moment. because I want to share with you. Okay, what do I want to share first? Oh, let me show you. So, my Aunt Carol, look what she made with her Cricut. She's like, I didn't get the rhinestones in there. I said, I got rhinestones. I got a big container of rhinestones, Aunt Carol. She didn't get the rhinestones in them, but she had made Justice and I bouquets of flowers. Now I had to take the ribbon off of this because I had to tie up the back of Justice's bra this morning as she was rushing out the door to go fishing. When my husband wants to go fishing and he says, let's go, you go, or he leaves you behind. Especially if you're, yeah, he says, let's go, you go, because he's pulling away in the truck, right? And her bra, she wanted the backs, you're a woman, you understand. Bra straps go like this. She wanted them like this. And she's like, you have to have something. And this was sitting there. And I said, there's a ribbon right there. I said, I'll just tie it on the back of your. And she's like, okay, do it so I can go. So anyways, my aunt did such a beautiful, beautiful job with these. So now I need a teeny tiny vase so they can sit in there. And this is just tissue paper. And guys, I'm going to tell you, the card that I did for video number 20, you could use colored tissue paper like this instead of mulberry paper. That would work. So these are going to get some rhinestones in the center. Justice has pink ones, and because you saw the pink vase, this was funny. So Justice, when she got her, she was like, when Hank gave her box of goodies, she was like, oh, Aunt Carol, now I have a vase for these flowers and I don't have to put them in the sun. And Hank was offended. He's like, no, Mom. He's like, you have to have a real flower in the vase. And he promptly went to my garden. He got the only pink flower that had bloomed, which was my pink dahlia I had out there. And he cut them off and put them in the vase for his mom. He did not want fake flowers in the vase. He wanted real flowers. So Justice just laughed at that. So she put her flowers in a mason jar. And we all kind of cracked up about that. He was very offended that she would want fake flowers in his flower vase. He wanted her to have a real flower in the flower vase. So let me show you what else. So my lovely daughter bought me this bird feeder. And if I have another one, now I'm going to tell you, this one's glass. The other one that she bought me last year is plastic. It's in blues. It hangs up in the tree. This one's glass. She bought this one from Amazon, but the birds do love it, and they actually sit inside of it, which was surprising. And I was surprised that she remembered, and she says, Mom, our work didn't get any in this year at all. She's like, and I saw this one, on Amazon, and it had purple. And I said, honey, this one's real glass. She's like, I know. And I'm like, I think the plastic may be better, but we'll have to be really careful when we put this out. So that is from my daughter. And then I want to show you my Aunt Carol. Because remember how I made that card with the napkins? Well, my Aunt Carol went and she bought a bunch of different tissue paper from the dollar store. And she split them up. So look at this. This would even go with this month's paper pumpkin. So there's this. To do the same technique as I did with the napkin, there's this one, right? Look at that. And there's this rainbow one, which is almost like a foil. It's got a plastic bit, so that I'll have to look and see. But she gave me some of those, which are going to go right back in here. Otherwise, they might get... might be a little difficult to get back in there. I'm sure my aunt with her arthritic hands had a hard time getting that in there. Okay, so that's going to go in there for safekeeping. Next, oh, I forgot my cards. I wanted to show you my cards. Darn it. And then she found these. Look at the cute little fairies for my little garden outside. All right, with that being said, I want to show you, where did it go? My tablet. I have to open. Oh, and everybody was so happy. We had a really nice time. Okay, I have to get to the pictures, I think. All right, so my back garden. What I want to show you is I've had this old cage, right? And this is just a plastic bowl. I got it at the thrift store for like $1. And this is a solar fountain. You can see here's its solar bit, its little thing, and it just squirts water up. And this morning is the first morning. I've only had it out there for a few days, and I have some little rock that my husband, I wanted him to polish the rocks. He told me no, to get another bag of rock, and he would stick it in there. Stick it in his rock polisher. But look at these little birds. Absolutely loved this. This morning, I woke up and there were literally a half a dozen of these little birds over here. This wasn't full. It needed to be cleaned out. So I had let the water, dumped it out, and I cleaned the water out. But after I put it back in here, do I go this way? Let's see. How do I change my picture? Okay. You can see there's more. They're up here. They're actually on the clothesline that goes across, right? And then here, they were coming from all over, and you can see them. The little birdies are just like they were all over it. And they were, anyways, those little birds were just adorable out here. And see, there they are. They actually are sitting on the edge. Some were actually holding on to the little spirals on there. See, there's 4 of them. And what you can't see is there's a couple up here. Anyways, I was like, I had to share. Look at, there's one here. And look at all the little birdies. That's my daughter's little hammock chair. Okay, this is the garden at night. This is the small little greenhouse, which is basically a shed for everything. And these are the little toadstools my daughter got me. And our little fairies out there. But these are the ones that light up. There's another one over there. There's 6 in total. The picture's not the best. I don't know if you guys can even see it on there. And these, I don't know if you guys can even see but these are the little hot air balloons, and it looks like little flames going up in them. Pictures at night. See, there's a little hot air balloon. And it looks like it's a flame. It flickers and everything in there. It's so cute out there. Did we go? And that's a really blurry picture. For my birthday, my daughter got these little toadstools. Oops. Let's see. We got to go back this way. Sorry, I don't take great pictures with this tablet. It's not I don't think it has the best camera. These are little solar little toadstools. There's a little fairy there. These were from her work. Another little one. There's 2 of those. Oh, here they are. Okay. So here's one toadstool. Here's another. There's a blue one and a pink one. Jissa and Justice. And then these 2 there. And she got me that frog. This frog will not last. I thought it was plastic in that it would be able to stay outside during the winter, and it can't. It's crumbling, and this is the last of it. So anyways, that's it. This is my big fuchsia plant that my hubby and Hank picked out for me for my birthday, and another one of the little hot air balloons she got from her work, and our little insect boxes Hank got for his mom last year for Mother's Day. Anyways, that's it, guys. So, oops, I don't think there's any other pictures. Have to go back this way. And guys, I was going to get rid of this table. This table is so old. I don't know if it'll survive another winter, but I was going to get rid of it when I thought, oh, let me just put this out there for them, right? And now it'll survive the winter. Let's see if there's any other pictures. Nope, that's dark. Dark. Oh, see, those are what the little toadstools look like, but they're light up. So that's it. And I can tell you that, oh, I did have something else. So I had mentioned a while ago that I had little rocks that I had collected on walks with my husband. And I would put them in my pocket. And he was like, "What are you going to do with them?" Well, what I had done with them is I just took a Sharpie and I wrote all of the dogs that we have ever had in our marriage. And I'd put their names on rocks and I had put a sealant over them. And you got to realize we've had a lot of animals in here. And this one's name was Little Buddy, a little chocolate lab. And he was in the woods hunting with my husband, and a guy was going way too fast around a corner, and my husband and the 3 dogs, our female dog, our male dog, and the little puppy, he's about 9 months old, were crossing the road, and the guy hauled around the corner and he hit and killed Little Buddy. He was a little chocolate lab. And he died instantly, but my husband, it was an accident. The guy, I'm sure from that day on, he learned it's a dirt road. It was hunting. The guy should have been going slower, but he was out there screwing around, and Little Buddy lost his life that day. But every dog we've ever had, no matter how long we've had them, has a little rock in my garden. And some of them, you can hardly read them anymore, but I have them. And this one, when I was out there cleaning the bird feeders and the fountains this morning, I saw this one. I said, "Oh, there's one of them." And I found reds. There's a rock that says red. There's Jenny. All of them have one. And then I can tell you a funny story. So this morning, as Justice is taking Hank to school, she calls up and she's like, "Hey, Dad, let's go fishing." And I was laughing at these two. And my hubby, he looks outside and it's kind of cloudy and everything. And he says, "No way. No way." So that's his answer to her. And I kind of laughed because I knew what's coming. They're all the same. These, my husband, my daughter, my grandson, they're fishaholics, right? And it's her day off. And, she can't help them with the boat or anything with their back, but he takes a special chair out there. His boat's got a flat deck on it. So, he can take her out there and she can sit out there and relax, and he'll throw the line for her and everything. So she don't got to do much. And, he got off the phone and I said, "You're really not going to take your daughter fishing, He's like, "No, look at it out there." I said, "It's not windy." He's like, "I know." I'm laughing because I know what's going to happen. So she comes back and she's like, "Hey, Mom," she's like, "I need to go drop off my paperwork at PT for her physical therapy." She's like, "You want to go with me?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll go with you. It's just in town, the same place I go." And we go down there and we drop it off. We come home. She's like, "What you gonna do today?" I said, I want to do a couple videos. I got to work in the garden, normal stuff. She's like, "Yeah, I need to do some stretches for my back and everything." As soon as we get in the house, my hubby says, "We're fishing. Get ready." I started laughing. She looks at me and she's like, "Why? Why does he do that?" Oh, there is the big bumble, like the ones I talk about. One of the big fuzzy bumbles just buzzed. Let's see if it comes by the camera. Oh, he's in a corner right now. Anyways, come on, Bumble. You need to go outside. He is a big, fuzzy black and yellow bumblebee. Oh, he's so cute. I'd love to pet him, but you can't pet those. He would sting you. Honey, you need to go outside. Anyway, so he's all ready to go. He's all ready to go. And Justice is like shaking her head. And she's like, "Why, Mom?" She's like, "I asked him and I didn't think he was going to take me." Oh, okay. Go on outside. There he goes. No, he missed the door. Anyways, so they're out fishing, and here I am. But I just had to crack up at those two because, of course, he's gonna go fishing. I got him a shirt a year ago for his birthday, and it says, "To fish or not to fish?" What a stupid question. And when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, that is the perfect shirt for him. You know, it's like to hunt or not to hunt. I need one that's made up like that too, because that suits him as well. Anyway, so as they leave to go fishing and I'm out in the back and I have a hat on and I'm all, covered up, sun jacket on and the whole thing. And I keep hearing my phone ring and I'm ignoring it. And finally it's consistent. And I go in the house and I get my phone and I hear, finally, where have you been? And I'm like, what? What's wrong, guys? And they're like, we left the tablet. Go find Dad's tablet and bring it up to us. We left the tablet. So my husband's boat is programmed on certain routes around the lake through his tablet. And you can't use the boat without the tablet, because his boat motor goes to the tablet. I was laughing. I'm like, you guys were he was so, ready to go fishing, but he left the guide, the how to drive the boat with the tablet thingy. He left it at home. So I had to drive up to go meet them. And anyways, so he's like, meet at the motorcycle place. So at the motorcycle place, I go up there. And of course, there's rocks. And I found, as I'm driving, turning around my car, I find 3 rocks. This is the kind of rocks that I find. So I will give these a good scrub. And I have 3 more rocks to add to my dog names. I'm not going to redo these. Those stay as they are. But I do have a couple of dogs who don't have names on them. One of which is, One is Oscar does not have one because I had already done. Pika has a rock, but Oscar doesn't. And of course, these are just extra rocks, but little Oscar doesn't have one. So this will be Oscar's rock. You don't get a rock until you cross over to the other side, but these are just extras. But Oscar has a rock now. And little Buddy's rock will just go back into the garden. But everybody, some of them you can't even read their names all the way, but just wanted to show you. That's what I do. So I picked myself up a couple of rocks. I'm sure if my hubby was there, he knew exactly what I was doing, but he had long gone. He picked up his tablet and took back off to the lake. So thanks for watching, everybody. And now I get to play. I get to do some stamping. Yay! So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you here again in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everyone.